Okay, I need to get a video out this week, and I also need to make a fundraising campaign for boys and girls this week. So we're just going to raw dog this in the laziest way possible. Just as a reminder, I mentioned this at the end of the last video, but just as a reminder, I will not be having any new videos on this channel for a whole month, all of December. From December the 4th till January the 7th, I don't know when I'm out. I'm going back home for holiday season. So no new videos because I won't have my recording equipment there. And I don't have anything prepped because I don't really have time. But updates for everything else, including new boys and girls chapters, will be being released during that time. And in fact, the reason that we're doing this video is because during December, more than likely, Boys and Girls Part 2, the rough draft chapters will be finished. And so this campaign, I've mentioned it before, we're doing it today, and I'm just gonna raw dog it, and I'm just gonna record what I can record of me finishing up this fundraising campaign. This is the raw text from ChatGPT. We're gonna be editing this. This is from last time. I already did the FAQ, which is great. This is the video that I was talking about. So this video, I was like, oh god, I really don't want to make a pitch video. I'm just gonna make it this video because I'm really lazy. This video is the pitch video for Boys and Girls Complete Edition, which is of course part 1 and part 2 of the Boys and Girls saga currently going on jbr.works, the website that I still need to add to the YouTube descriptions. Yeah, the fact that this is required means that I'm not going to be able to do it until I'm done with all this, which is fine. Let me just make sure that I don't. Oh god, I have to make perks. Are you fucking serious? Campaign tagline. I'm gonna steal the same tagline from how it is. Hopefully, I didn't delete all of the AI pictures for this because I actually need the tagline. As far as I know, it's only on these. Campaign card image. I actually do have something for this. Okay, so these are the old marketing materials for Boys and Girls that still have the AI art. And I do like these, but unfortunately we cannot use them anymore. However, I will say thanks to that advice, because last episode we left off on a cliffhanger because I was like, I can't use the art as it is. That tracing style didn't really seem to work. And then someone suggested a couple of interesting things. First of all, they suggested rendering, which I was like, okay, yeah, obviously the issue is rendering. But then they mentioned something more interesting, which I didn't think of, which is that if you have the original AI image, you can just, using the solid color stuff, copy the render on the AI art image, and it will still look just as good. You don't have to paint over it or everything. And I was skeptical, but then I tried it. It actually does work. So it looks a lot better now on the Substack newsletter thing. And it does also look better. I have so much garbage on here. And it looks much better on these new pictures. So here are new pictures that are based on the AI art pictures that I think are probably good enough to use on official stuff, which is great. Like I said, it's temp art, so it's still just traced over from the original AI pictures, but it's good enough. It's a good enough replacement. I think we all agreed as a society that this was a fine temporary solution for what we were looking for. So I'm basically going to recreate these pictures of Maria and Cole in these marketing images using this stuff, although it's going to be a little different. I don't know if the same color scheme is going to work. I'll try it. I was going to say the nose is like what's off, but if you look at this picture, her nose is also straight. Well, not as much. I think it's because the old color scheme works for these, but it doesn't work for this. God, I am lazy. It's fine. Maybe a slightly lighter tone on this. But do you see how the rendering is actually like pretty good now? Like the rendering's not the bad part about this. I still don't like tracing as a way of learning art, but one way that I think tracing has a benefit of, in tracing, you focus a lot more on rendering. Because when you're sketching, you focus on the lines. But when you're tracing, you know the lines are going to be good, so you're not worried about the lines. You're more worried about getting the rendering correct. Especially if you're copying something like a painting, which is what those AI art images are based on. They're based on painting aesthetics. So you'll see that there's like 20 million different color changes. And if you're doing something solid like this, you don't get 20 million color changes. You get like a dark tone and then maybe a light tone. And so you have to like think in your head of like, okay, should this be dark? Should this be light? You're still treating it as a thinking exercise. And also the fact that the AI is off. So there's some rendering that is there or that's not there that you should be doing. So you have to like think in your head. You're not off the hook. So I think for teaching rendering, it might actually be a smart idea. I'm gonna edit the ChatGPT copywriting at the end. I hate doing copywriting. I'm still a big fan of using AI for boring, mindless, non-creative stuff. Okay, that's where I'm an AI true neutralist. My take has officially changed to anything creative you should not use AI on at all. But if it's like, you know, that one video of doing cover letters just suck. Doing copywriting for marketing just sucks. And it's funny because usually the copywriting that AI does is so bad that I feel compelled to change it all at the end anyway. But it's better for it to just like give me a first fucking draft because I'm not doing that myself. I don't care. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know what the goal is for this. I think it's like $30,000. I just put in a normal, what I would conceive as a normal amount for a fundraiser. I don't expect to get any money from this fundraiser. The main thing about this is that this is a learning strategy for fundraising or crowdfunding in general. The point isn't to make money. The point is to learn how to do this because Lord knows we're going to have to do it later and at much bigger scale with much more formality. So it's better to do these projects now than to fuck them up when they actually become important. So it's going to be, well, it's going to be $19.99, and then this price you're getting the whole thing. So you're getting part 1 and part 2 for $9.99. As a reminder, the way that we're releasing Boys and Girls right now, on the blog, if you want to read Boys and Girls, here's what you get. The first 10 chapters of part 1, and then you get the rough draft chapters of part 2, which are kind of shitty, kind of rushed. They need to be fixed in many different places. They have a lot of things that don't make quite much sense. So they're basically inferior versions of the part 2 chapters, but you get all of them. When part 2 is done, I'm going to edit the entire thing over. There's going to be a complete edition that contains both part 1 and part 2. All of the part 2 rough draft chapters are going to be deleted, but all of the part 1 chapters are going to be added. So you'll be able to read all of part 1 in the final draft formula, but in order to read the second part, so to leave you on kind of a cliffhanger, you have to buy the complete edition. I don't know if I'm gonna charge it $20. I don't know how much books cost. I don't buy books. I just download them. I just have all these be the same? Facebook share image, marketing image. I could make 2 versions. Okay, this one, I think I understand the vibe. Let's do like light gray. Oh, these are the Kinski Eagles colors from the book. Actually makes a lot of sense. Just remove, don't get rid of this. You know who wrote the damn book. It's me, motherfucker. It's me. Just keep the colors like this. I should have this was so much smarter. Because navy blue and gray are the colors of Kinski High Eagles, which is from the book. That's the colors from the book. This makes way more sense. I'm just stupid. This was way smarter. I almost want to just delete the one that we did and redo it with this. That's not terrible. Okay, I think the last thing we need to do then, I just need to edit this copywriting. It's so bad, but I just need to. Boys and Girls Complete Edition Fundraiser. I'm not going to speak over this. I'm just going to try and get it done as fast as possible. That is the fundraiser done. Like I said at the very beginning, I'm going to repeat at the very end. I have no videos coming out scheduled for this channel in December, which means I don't know when or sorry, I should say I don't know what the next video is going to be. I do know when the next video is going to be. It's going to be in it's probably the second week of January. We'll see. Maybe it'll be an art video, maybe it won't be. Maybe it'll be like covering what I did over the break, or maybe it'll be something unrelated. I don't know. More than likely, it'll be an editing video on Boys and Girls Complete Edition. So it'll be me editing the book, because we've covered me writing the book, but we've never covered me editing stuff. So it might be that. I don't know. We'll see what happens.